2021, earning them an income of about $950. That's as little as 20 cents per pound. Meanwhile, a pound of processed acai sorbet can sell for $7 or more in the US.
Like, the point is, even I don't own my means of production, like the entirety of it. And I have more autonomy than than damn near every single fucking person on this planet. Okay? So where is he at? I want to see what his bootlicking ass has to say about this. They don't want to hear it. You say he calls you a hypocrite. A normal working class person says it's just their own fault for not working hard enough. Catch 2022. Yeah. Catch 22. Yeah.
Part of the issue is that Lucas has to sell his acai as soon as possible because the fruit goes bad fast. That leaves farmers who don't have processing machines with little leverage to negotiate.
Não tem empresa aqui na nossa comunidade. A gente vende para atravessador, para poder chegar na mão daquelas pessoas que vão beneficiar, que vão se dar bem.
Merchants bring the acai to Belém by boat. It's a race against the clock to sell the fruit before it spoils, so markets run overnight. Some acai gets transported to processing facilities like North Acai. Every day, 22 tons of fruit are turned into frozen pulp, the acai that most people outside of Pará are familiar with. Indigenous people living in the Amazon have harvested and consumed acai for centuries, maybe even millennia. The Brazilian government estimates there are nearly 6,000 quilombola communities in the country. And a 2013 study found roughly 75% still lived in extreme poverty.
Mas é uma comunidade rica, né? A gente se diz assim pobre, mas se torna rico, né? De espírito.
This isn't snow. It's limestone. And miners risk their lives to carve it out of the white quarries of Egypt. The valuable rock is at the center of a huge industry. And it's used to make everything from cement and glass to plastic and tiles. It's even what the Great Pyramids were made out of. But digging up and cutting these precious blocks is really dangerous. For these guys, each day starts in Minas City at dawn. And this is where the danger begins. These trucks aren't meant for passengers. Workers have gotten injured from falls along the winding journey. The trip to the mountain takes about 40 minutes. Then it's time to get suited up. Since these miners are freelancers, they have to buy their own protective gear.
Notice the same fucking corporate, the same exact revenue compensation structure exists in the third world as well, by the way. Notice how none of these guys have benefits. They're not employees. They're hired freelancer contractors. Have you noticed the trend here? The Uberization of the American economy is obviously happening under way better material conditions for the labor aristocracy, but you have to recognize that it is the exact same principle. There is no need to standardize this method of production because there's always a steady flow of new workers, and it also makes it impossible for said workers to organize against their bosses to say, hey, we are going to have a level of control over our own lives, and we're going to get the adequate benefits here. Pink Ripples, you support the largest corporation in the world with this channel. Yeah, you're right, dude. I do. I love Amazon so much. I'm such a big fan. You fucking owned me. We are literally looking at motherfucking limestone miners and this dumb, neat, brain-dead, pathetic, loser fucking baboon that lives in the nice, McMansion that his stupid fucking accountant parents gave him. Okay, talking shit on the goddamn internet, being like, dude, you are fucking supporting Amazon. Everybody supports Amazon, you fucking idiot. Part of your money goes to Daddy Bezos, keep gifting. Everybody does. You are supporting Daddy Bezos, you fucking dumb idiot. You are doing it. You're watching. You're using AWS servers. You're using Amazon Prime to fucking deliver shit to your mother's vibrators to your house, okay? I'm not complaining. You are. That doesn't mean that the system can't change. I'm good. I made it. I got mine, you fucking dumbass. It's for you. It's more for you than it is for me. And yet you're so fucking brain broken, you can't even see that. You think, oh, this guy's speaking out against the situation, even though he has like a good financial circumstance himself. He must be grifting. Good job never complaining, you fucking jackass. Again, peasant brain. Do you still support the young Nazis? He means the young Turks, by the way. Oh, this one is even sadder. This is a 35-year-old dude still fucking trying to relive the halcyon days of 4chan. Your memes, dude. Your memetics actually helped Trump get elected. So base, so base. I'm a groiper still. This is why you're never going to have a fucking friend or a wife and children, because you spend all your goddamn days on the internet thinking about how your memes got Donald Trump elected. What happened? He's just trying to hit every avenue now. Are you embarrassed? Do you feel pathetic? Use this as an opportunity to rid yourself of your neck beard ways. Okay? You can change. But the first day starts now. Okay? You're just going down the checklist of things that other people have conditioned you into thinking are good owns when they're not. Okay? You can. You can lift yourself up. Buy your fucking bootstraps. Mansion's coming. Next, I'm calling it, locking it in. Yeah, Armenian genocide denier, probably. No, that guy said the young Nazis, so that's even sadder. He's not like a 14-year-old. He's using takes that only like 35-plus-year-old idiotic old school alt-light like Sargon of Akkad fans fucking use. You know what I mean? Where's he at? I want to see more. What else has he got? You just hit with the shush. Aw, that's cute, man. You know, there's 35,000 people in here watching me, and you're trying to fucking shush me, dog. What's gonna happen? Are you gonna try to hit me with another one of these like German Nets DG memes, dude? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna spam the fucking report button with the hopes that maybe this VOD will get region locked in Germany? Your life is a permanent L. You can literally change it. I promise you can. But you gotta stop doing this shit, okay? I promise.
Often, homemade cloth masks,
Don't ban
gloves,
him.
and sunglasses
That's a pet.
are all miners have to shield them. They grab their tools and descend into the pit. First, miners have to set up these two rails. Two separate machines roll along the tracks. They slice the stone into perfect cuboids beneath.
دي في الصلة في الأول دي بتشتغل مرة 40 ومرة 20. الحشاشة بقى بتحش البلوكة من تحت وبتربعها.
The machines move quickly. They're really heavy and they're loud.
بالنسبة للصوت واخد بالك زي ما نكون احنا تعودنا عليه خلاص. يعني بقى لها 25 سنة في شغلانة.
He's a
20 سنة.
juicer.
15.
Yeah, he's a 35-year-old juicer, brother. Look. He's a 35-year-old juicer. Pathetic. Direct messages flying in, lol. Oh my God. I made it. I'm relevant. I said some of the most idiotic things anyone could ever fucking come together and put out there. And now people are paying attention to me. Finally. Oh, yes. You made it, dude. But I'm letting you know, you can get better. I believe in you. Okay? Excuse he's a clown, but not a grifter. Yeah, I am. I am a grifter. You're right. I promise you. Okay? I believe in you. Go to the gym. Figure out how you can fucking, make facial hair work for your face. Figure out what kind of hairstyle works for your head. Start focusing on yourself. Okay? Work out a little bit.
سنة فأنت تأقلمت على الصوت.
Workers shout at each other to warn the machines are nearby. Because the real hazard is those saws. A quick step is all that separates miners from razor-sharp blades.
لازم يكون عينك تكون على الموس وهو شغال. الموس هو شغال لو خبط حد وهو بيلف هيموت على طول.
Miners are responsible for fixing the machines when they break and sharpening the blades by hand. That's also risky work. The cutting machines...
Notice, because they're contractors, they have to do everything. They have to control every part of the production.
used to have coverings, but they fell off years ago.
I want to know how this fucking idiot would feel if I started streaming gambling and like, making $10 million at least a month from fucking like gambling and shit. I would love to know how he would react to that. I'm sure he would be like very supportive of that, right? Probably.
Go. Now the blades are exposed.
لو غطيناه مش هنشوف. طب احنا هنعرف ازاي المقاس اللي احنا عايزينه، هنعرف ازاي الشغل اللي احنا عايزينه.
As the machines cut stone, they kick up rocks in a haunting white cloud of limestone powder. If there's no wind, miners disappear in it, like ghosts. It's easy to inhale the fine dust. And if they breathe it long enough, it can cause a lung condition called silicosis.
صار التهابات على صدري، جتني حساسية من البودرة دي. أصعب شغلة دي في الصيف. بالنسبة لي مفيش هوا.
Injuries, sickness, and death in these mines are widely reported, but there aren't any official numbers. At one point, the life expectancy here was just 45
Okay, I'm firing Marsh.
years old.
في ناس دراعتها اتقطعت من الموس، في ناس دماغها لمؤاخذة الموس دخل فيها ماتت. ناس كتير بعيد عنك اتقطعت رجلها.
Zaki says many mine owners will offer under $200 by way of workers' comp.
التعويض ما يسكرش. بالنسبة لي لما تقطع رجله وما تقطع ايده هيتعوض، الرجل يتعوض ولا الرجل يتعوض ما يتعوضش.
Perfectly cut stones that haven't been sold yet get stacked. But these blocks have already been purchased, so miners throw them straight into the truck. And they have perfect aim. If they're lucky, they might get a $3 stipend for food and tea on top of their $6 daily wage.
$6 a day, bro. They're caked.
يا دوبك استر البيت بس مش دايما. هديك شايف الشغل.
These men are climbing.
Remember, I'm not showing you this so you like fucking shut the fuck up about your barista job or whatever, okay? These guys are victims of the hyper-exploitative system, just like you are. You might be less victimized as a consequence of your spawn point, okay? Because you spawned in a better point like Connecticut, okay? But ultimately, they are the backbone of this entire global economy. Everyone is exploited to varying different degrees. But you have to understand that this is how even countries like Norway and other Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Norway, all of these places can exist because these guys are keeping everything running.
Slippery limestone cliffs, risking falls of up to 100 feet.
Wala talagang buhay na matitira sa pagbagsak, puro bato.
They're looking for a rare nest made of bird saliva that's found inside caves across Southeast Asia. In the Philippines, the harvesters are known as bushadors.
Ako si Alvin Villarindo, isa akong busyador ng pangalan at Nabat Island.
For centuries, Alvin Villarendo's family have put their lives on the line to gather swiftlet nests.
What the fuck?
Just 2 pounds is worth $2,900. And it's used to make a soup that locals believe is good for your health.
What the fuck?
Alvin and his crew gather at Pangalan Point on Mighty Gate Island. And they're heading to Nabat Island. It's one of the 7,000...
Wait, this is the spit? This is the bird spit that I ate, which was fucking nasty as shit? Oh, Jesus Christ.
...islands that make up the Philippines, and it can only be reached by boat. They get off the boat and walk barefoot across the slippery and sharp rocks. They make the ladder as they're climbing up. They tighten the bamboo with rope. Then they attach a piece of wood called kalitang to the ladder.
Yung pinakamahirap gawin talaga dyan, yung pag-akyat. Siyempre, hindi mo pa alam kung maganda yung pagkasabit ng kalitang. Kumbaga, sinabit. Tapos, hindi sure kung anong pagkalagay nun doon.
Thank you, Ninja Number Zero, for the 15 gift
medyo alanganin ka pa, baka biglang matanggal.
The stakes are high.
Tingin namin sa mga tao sa baba na mga kasama namin, parang mga bata na lang. Tinitignan ko yung sabi ko, kunting pagkakamali lang talaga. Pag nalaglag, puro bato yung mababagsakan mo. Pag hindi na sa kondisyon yung katawan.
What does grifter mean? Grifter is someone who is like a con man. Someone who is like assuming a fake position in an effort to make money for monetary gain, things that they don't believe. People call me, like idiots on the internet, call me a grifter because they don't understand the words I'm saying, I guess, and that's the most charitable take usually. Can I just say your silence on Michigan HB 6382 is fucking deafening? Many people will remember this grifter. Word up, you've been saying this non-fucking stop. Shut up. Like, people try to cast doubt on my takes and claim that I am a grifter, like this man, okay, which we're not going to get into. That, he just doesn't know what he's saying. I don't think he even knows what the word grifter means. He's just repeating shit that he's heard from other people. But when they say stuff like that, it's because they're saying stuff like that because they're saying, like, I'm faking my political positions for monetary compensation. Now, of course, if the political positions that I take were easy ones to take and, were incredibly bountiful, then there would be a lot more incredibly successful leftist content creators out there. Except there are not. And of course, the same thing is rarely ever cast on right-wingers, like, who are straight up just like racist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever. They're not usually used towards people like that. Like, nobody fucking yells about Ben Shapiro buying a house or anything like that. He makes $45 million a year, I think. It's mostly because people don't understand what socialism is, and people don't want to comprehend what socialism is, and they just want to run off of the memes. And instead of understanding it, they just want to say, like, oh, well, this is a contradiction to your existence is a contradiction to your values. Because it's much easier to just say that. And there are plenty of people who will believe you. You know what I mean? Let's keep going.
Wag natin piliting umakyat kasi siyempre buhay natin yung nakataya dyan.
But advanced bushadors like him sometimes use little to no support, only their hands and feet. This is the most dangerous way to climb. In the regional language, it's known as kagang kagang lang, or like a crab.
Kasi may mga bato na pag hinawakan mo, bigla na lang bumabagsak.
Alvin has had some close calls, and he dislocated his shoulder once.
Pag-akyat ko sa butas, medyo maliit yung butas. Noon, daan-daan akong bumaba sa kawayan. Isang kamay na lang inawak ko sa kawayan. Yun na, uminto na talaga ako sa pag-akyat sa mga matataas.
Nabat Island is completely remote. If there's an emergency, there's no way to quickly get help.
Dami na rin na-disgrasya na sa pag-akyat. Bayaw ko.
How much historical evidence do you need to realize that communism doesn't work is a good question. I think that if you're looking at a video of capitalism failing these people so drastically and still are like worried about how communism doesn't work or whatever, then you've lost the plot. The entire point is that, like, this guy just said, my brother-in-law fell and died while fucking extracting bird spit in a fucking random Philippine island, okay? That's capitalism. That's happening right now. In a CIA client state. But the best part about this is like more socialization, like higher degrees of socialization would immediately benefit 99% of this chat. A higher degree of socialization would have a negative consequence on people like probably myself if we were to raise my taxes higher. It's not for me, it's for you. But you, half the time, don't even fucking recognize that. Okay? You're so conditioned into thinking like, no, I'm a temporarily embarrassed millionaire. One day I'm going to fucking make it, and then I'm going to fuck over all the other poor people. So we should just make sure that the system is designed in a way to fuck over poor people. Just silly shit. Okay? How can you blame capitalism for this? I see a common issue in all these cases. The farmers and miners aren't diversifying their portfolios. Do they have any stock options? Any savings put into crypto? Were they trying to short GME? Exactly.
Na isa na nalaglag, patay din.
Also, we've never lived in a borderless, classless society, so throughout history, there have been attempts towards
After
building
spotting
a
the nest,
transitional
Alvin
socialist
uses
state,
a spray
but
bottle
they
filled
have
with
failed.
water to loosen them. They are then gently peeled away from the cave walls.
Yung ibon nun, sa pag 8 piraso yung pugad, ibig sabihin yung ibon niya ay 16. Kasi partner lagi yan, isang pugad daw ang ibon kagad yan. Mag-partner kagad yan yung isang pugad. Siguro naman mayroon katulad din ng tao pag may forever.
After harvesting, the bushadors clean them to remove any feathers or branches. Then they divide them by their hardness and color.
May madala lang na para may kukuha sila na.
The local city hall buys the nests from the bushadors at a regulated price and sells them to private customers around the world. They are the main ingredient in bird's nest soup, a delicacy in China and around the world. A bowl can cost as much as $100.
That's crazy.
Sa tingin ko yung kumakain lang ng soup ng balin sa sayaw, yung mga mayayaman din lang talaga. Yung mga katulad natin, medyo parang wala na lang.
In recent years, demand for the nests and bird's nest soup has gone up. Alvin is finally home after 2 days of hunting for nests. The season is almost over.
Kailangan ko ng pagiging isang busyador. Yun na lang kasi hindi naman ako nakapag-aral, hindi ako nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral. Tapos unang-una ayaw ko rin magtrabaho ng malayo sa pamilya ko kasi mas kumikita na rin ako.
Homie's either gonna do this or work on a fucking cruise ship, so, and that is also gruesome, you know what I mean?
Sa pagiging busyador.
And he's not gonna be able to be around his family if he does that.
You just watched excerpts from some of our big business and risky
Westoys in chat will now think Norway is socialist before China. Yeah. That's where we're at. Or you could just like learn the code, right? Or become an MMO gold farmer. Business Insider is definitely putting their name to good use here. They're showing you the insides of business. Why 4 of the world's priciest scents are also so expensive.
While searching for the world's most expensive items,